Yo, party people, what is up? Championship fight night of AEW Dynamite is officially over, and man, is there a lot to unpack on over this show. First of all, bangers after bangers after bangers after complete, total, freaking, super cooked bangers. MJF literally just admitted to committing a felony, and new AEW World Tag Team Champions in the Ass Boys. I wonder why they couldn't have done that. I can think of a 7-star reason why they might have actually booked them to win the titles tonight. But don't worry, we're gonna all run it down from top to bottom, start to finish. Just because the good times in the prime spotlight of Championship Fight Night of Dynamite are over, don't mean that the good times gotta stop. Because the newest episode of Get to Gabe covering Dynamite is about to start right. You guessed it, now. Okay, guys, let's get things started with how Dynamite ended. I know, your reactions. The Ass Boys are the AEW World Tag Team Champions of all the people to end the reign of the Acclaimed are forever champs. It wasn't, proud and powerful. It wasn't Top Flight, Young Bucks, any of the top teams. It was the Ass Boys. Literally remember when these two were showing up during the freaking early days of COVID, being put together, being, hey, these are Billy Gunn's sons. And now they're the Tag Team Champions. They beat the Acclaimed. And, Daddy ass didn't actually turn on him, so it was kind of like a double swerve. So, oh my lord. Now, look, I said it. They got enough heat to where the reaction they got is a little perfect, because now people are going to be wanting them to lose these belts. And I think we all know who they're losing these belts to if you just think about it. I think literally Tony Khan did this to kind of ensure that FTR comes back to AEW, because he's going to basically give them the tag team championships. I mean, I don't know if that was the plan back when the Guns beat them, in December. Maybe it was. We know they claimed are taking, not they claim. We know FTR's taking a break until their contract expire in April, something like that. But I think we all know where this is going. We're going to see FTR come back to that huge ovation, huge crowd reaction, and take those titles off of the Ass Boys. I'm guessing maybe if they play out the whole contract expiring thing, probably maybe double or nothing is my guess. They'll probably finish out with the Acclaimed, for Revolution, then have some little filler thing in the middle that then boom sets up FTR coming back and becoming 8-star FTR and getting finally back those AEW World Tag Team titles. So for now, Ass Boys are champions. Let's just let that sink in. Props to you guys. You're at least good, real good heat magnets. So I always give Don props for being that. So I'll give you guys props here too. And you're going to be a great way to set up, giving FTR back those AEW Tag Team titles. It's going to be great. All right, guys, our generational talent of a world champion, who's also the devil, literally had a busy night tonight. It's like the trifecta. First of all, dude had a banger match with Takeshita, but what did you expect? MJF, he can go in the ring, which is why I'm so excited for this Iron Man match. A little more on that later. But then Takeshita, dude doesn't miss. I keep telling you, in case y'all missed it, it's the Takeshita for All Atlantic Champion campaign, and it keeps getting stronger week after week after week. Star making performance after star making performance, and man, it was great. That little flip where MJF actually landed on his feet, that was clean, 100%. The match was great from first belt all the way to last. I almost wish to catch it once so we could actually see it again for the World Championship, just because that's how great it was. That's the best kind of match you can have, where both guys just get so elevated. It was absolutely master freaking class. But, MJF's night wasn't exactly done yet. Because, after some Dynamite ring action right to the head of Takeshita, dude was like, I'm basically just going to admit that I, committed a whole felony when I was 17 years old, the night of my junior prom. That was freaking... that promo. And that's what... We all know. It wasn't Liv Morgan. He said brown skin. Brown skin. Liv Morgan's a white girl. Stop it. Ends it now. Don't tarnish this poor woman's name. We all love Liv. Don't do this to her. We know it's not her. My God. Again, brown skin. She's white. It was basically just saying he committed a felony with a freaking black girl during Black History Month. Of course, freaking MJF, only this guy. So, even Taz turned on him. And that was freaking saying something. Well, it was only for maybe 2 minutes. Oh my God, MJF. I swear you're a whole hassle and a half. And then later on, Dudes does not end up getting his way because Danielson, Roosh was another absolute banger. This whole night had bangers across the board, and this one might have been arguably best of the night. Trios title match, and MJF Takeshita. It's hard to really pick an exact one, but Danielson, he did it. Match 5 is done. He is getting his Iron Man match at Revolution for the world title against MJF. I am so excited. Bro, start the timer. Get the preheat for the oven ready. Because guess what? We got a whole pressure cooker of an Iron Man match banger that we got to start whipping up. And I'm ready to munch down on it for that whole hour-long spectacle. And I'm ready to be full. And by the end of it being like, that shit was amazing. We almost hear this Iron Man match is going to be great. But MJF, now that Danielson's gotten through the actual obstacles of opponents, MJF, like he said, well, he was, hitting that freaking salt of the earth on Danielson. He said, dude, you're not even going to make it to March 5th of Revolution. So what exactly is he going to try to throw at Danielson next to try to make it seem that he won't be able to make it for this absolute moment of a match for an AEW in history of this Iron Man match at Revolution? Like I said, guys, our Devilish Champion had a very busy night tonight, but, it's MJF. If he's not doing half of the shit that he does, he's not MJF. He's not being himself. So, it was a great night for MJF. Well, except for a minute he's a film, but that's MJF every week with how his promos always go. Still a great promo, just too much information. But don't do Live Dirty anymore. We know it's a different one. Okay, guys, other stuff we had on the show. The Garcia Guevara Gauntlet, honestly, was pretty cool. Got the job done. Starks actually did not end up successfully running the gauntlet, and it honestly makes sense because what we were going to have happen, he actually wins, and then Jericho found some way to cheaply get like a 5-second win over Ricky Starks. People probably wouldn't have been too happy with that. We know how this ends, and it ends with Ricky Starks getting one last definitive win over Jericho and basically just beating him, 2 straight times. That is how to keep catapulting Ricky Starks up to stardom so that maybe he can get back to that AEW World title against MJF and maybe even win it, which would, be, I don't know what's the word, absolute. But for now, I wonder if there's going to be maybe a stipulation with, Jericho and Starks for their match at Revolution, Steel Cage, or maybe, I feel like there's going to be some sort of stipulation because they did a normal one-on-one match before. I feel like they're going to find something. Maybe they won't. Either way, Ricky's going to get the win. It's going to be absolute. But either way, Ricky, wasn't your night tonight. But it's not like you lost to Jericho. So it's not really that important. Plus, one last time, just got to give a lot of appreciation for the Guevara and Garcia dynamic. It's beautiful. Dude literally yelled, "That's my best friend." And I'm like, just watching being like, yeah, I'm loving it. Please expand on this even more every week. I feel like they kind of struck a little bit of oil with that. And, can make that like more hilarious as the week goes on, post Ricky Starks feud. For now, this is Ricky Starks feud to win. He's going to end up winning at Revolution, closing out the book. I guess that pretty much eliminates him from the Face of the Revolution ladder match, most likely. And I did predict he was probably going to win that. But I guess that does open the door for Konosuke Takeshita. But he's also part of my campaign for our next All-Atlantic Champion. And that Face of the Revolution ladder match is for the TNT title. Oh my God. If Darby was still champion, I'd say Swerve Strickland. But the king of television, rightfully so, is champion once again. So I don't even know who really ends up winning that one. But aside from that tonight, you guys saw stuff from Ricky Starks, and I understand why it went the way it went. Okay, guys. Last thing that went down on Dynamite, an absolute masterclass, like we didn't expect it, of a trios title match between the Elite, the Elite, against AR Fox and Top Flight. This match was another certified hood classic banger. Man, I swear, I don't even get tired of using the word banger when it comes to AEW shows. I haven't gotten tired of it for 3 years. I'm not tired of it yet. And this match, just another great match in the trios division. I would love to see him freaking run it back. That's how good it was. I'll admit, I knew the Elite wasn't going to win. But for that smidge second, I was like, whoa. I was close. And that's when you know you have a good one when you're caught for a second being like, whoa, that was a close one. I thought they had me there for a second. Honestly, match was great. I had Top Flight being the ones to be the next tag team champions. I think there's still a chance before maybe the year is over, or maybe they find their way back to the trios titles. Who really knows? But for now, the Elite, their reign starting off great from that best of 7 series of bangers against Death Triangle. And now their first official title defense in 2 reigns, I might add you, was an absolute banger. I can't wait to see who they end up being lined up against for Revolution. Could it be the House of Black? Could it be some other faction? Could they potentially lose? Probably not. You never know. Maybe. Putting it out there, could be possible. Maybe United Empire could be the next challengers somewhere down the line. But they could say that something like that for Forbidden Door, or then that could just be Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay, in a rematch for that IWGP US title. Don't want to get too far ahead of myself. We still got Revolution to deal with it. So for now, Omega, Bucks, Elite, AR Fox, Top Flight, amazing trios match. All 6 of y'all. Absolutely. Thank you so much for another absolute, banger here on Dynamite tonight. Okay, you guys, that is Dynamite for tonight. A really great night, and even a surprising ending with new tag team champions. It's always good to just see banger after banger every single week, just on any wrestling program, whether it's WWE or AEW. But speaking of which, we got more coming later in the week. We got SmackDown. The SmackDown tag titles are on the line. Will Jay show up? And if he doesn't, will Solo just defend with them? And could they possibly lose? Could we actually see Ricochet and Braun Strowman as the tag team champions? And they're the ones who end that, because the SmackDown tag team titles are the historic reign for the Usos. Could they be the ones to end the historic reign of the Usos? We've seen one surprising tandem actually win the tag titles this week. Could we see another that we wouldn't have predicted, like 3 or 4 months ago? So who knows with that? Plus, and it's Sammy's going to be on there. She could cost him the titles now that I think about it. Nah, if Jay's involved, he won't do that. I think him and Jay are still. Yeah, we'll figure that out. But either way, it's gonna be more build for Elimination Chamber. We even got an Intercontinental title Fatal 4-Way. Don't really know who's gonna win that. I doubt any of them are beating Gunther anyway. But got SmackDown and the road to Elimination Chamber, the road to Revolution, then the road to WrestleMania. We got so many freaking destinations, and we're getting closer to each one every single day. It's WrestleMania season, Revolution season, but we got to get through the Chamber. Guys, you are not going to want to miss any of these shows. You're not going to want to miss what your boy, the best gifted gabber in the biz, has to say afterwards. So, make sure to watch, like, and subscribe. You want to on this channel and on my following on TikTok. But for now, you guys, I will see you after SmackDown and Rampage on Friday night. And until then, you already know how it goes when it comes to talking wrestling. Who better to gab with than Gabe? All right, guys. See you after Friday night fights of SmackDown and Rampage. Later, party peoples.